As their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now. This is Williams. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. You know, Charles, you look at this defense, definitely going to be put to the test here against a team that's won 3 straight. What do they need to do to come out on top?
Well, I think that at a minimum, they've got to eliminate mistakes. And I know that sounds a little trite, but when you break it down, that means eliminating penalties, not allowing big plays. That has to be where you start. Remember, their head coach in the lead up to this game, he said their opponents have been, quote, unbeatable the last few weeks. So the only way you can beat an unbeatable team is to make sure that you play a clean game yourself.
Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams again. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick on the move to his left. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw, Kaepernick being chased out left. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team game over personal protection.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
On play action, it's Kaepernick sliding up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, here's what having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hardman on the return. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, Mahomes forced out to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check. Lucky. Hey, 15.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Kaepernick going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. McLeod now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And it's caught. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll toss to Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
There he goes, left side. The 30. 10, 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
McLeod now on the return. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Mahomes now on first down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Kaepernick. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 35 yards. And the Chiefs stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw, Kaepernick. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Kaepernick now to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. He finds his target, Ebron. Touchdown! Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Now it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw it here. Man open is Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs.